Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're in my bedroom, so that means only one thing we could be doing, which is going on another Dream Address tour, but this one is very special. Today we are visiting another one of Callisto Crossing's beautiful creations. This will be the third time we've gone to one of her beautiful islands. She just released her Dream Address this week, and I just cannot wait to dive in. There are several reasons why I'm super excited to go visit one of her islands, mostly because she was one of my very first Animal Crossing friends. I've really loved touring her islands, and with this being the third one, I'm gonna make a playlist. I will link it somewhere so that if you want to see all of her islands that she's released, feel free to click around. Without further ado, we are going to be visiting the newest island of Tsundoku. I have her map here, and of course I'll link her social media in the description below as well. Some things to take note is currently when we're visiting, it's going to be 5 in the morning. That may change in the future. We also have a very beautifully made map, which editing Shauna will put somewhere in here so that we can see it. The thing that's very special about this map is that she made it herself. Not only did she make the island, she made the map too. Some instructions are to use our camera while we are touring the island to see larger areas, so that's one thing that we're going to keep in mind. And then I will do my very best to follow the map. There are so many places to explore. For example, there's a tea house garden, there's a sunken temple, there's a tea farm. There's just so many places. Let's hop into bed and let's go see our friend Luna. All right, here we go to Tsundoku. Let's go. That's where we're going. I'm so excited. I just cannot hold my excitement. I need to calm down. Here we are, Tsundoku. It looks like it's springtime, and remember it's 5 in the morning, so it's very early. It's the opposite of twilight. Is twilight only at nighttime, or is twilight also in morning? Already, it's just so dreamy. It just looks like a dream. One thing to note too is that not only is Callisto Crossing a very talented decorator and designer of islands, they also make a pretty good window. I know that this window was incredibly popular and went viral a couple weeks ago. If you're looking for top-notch window, I would definitely recommend downloading all of these pieces. They are beautiful. Okie dokie. And before we dive into the map and start walking around, I wanna check out the map. I wanna see what villagers are here, as we always do. So we have 2 island representatives. It looks like we have Aki and Ray. For residents of this island, we have Dora. I don't think I've ever seen Dora before. A little white mouse, very cute. We have Dobby. Of course we do. He is just a dreamy villager. We have Rizzo, Marcel, Shino, Gladys, Chester. Is that Croak? Spelt very French. We have Greta, and we have Humphreys. So I am so excited to see who we can see. I'm gonna get started just walking forward, and it looks like we have some gifts. We have so many gifts. I'm just gonna pick these up and we're gonna take a peek, see what we have. Alrighty, and thankfully we have been given an outfit to enjoy. So let's try some stuff on. We have a beautiful blossom kimono, which matches the rest of the beautiful island. We have an umbrella straw hat. We have a couple umbrellas. We have a casual kimono sandals, which I will put on gladly, and a vine crown. Let me see what that looks like. That's very cute. I think I'm gonna go with that. And it looks like we also got a couple umbrellas. Oh my goodness. Stop it. That is so cute. Okay, so we are in the beautiful season of spring. We have all of the cherry blossoms, and this just makes me yearn for springtime to hit the islands. I'm still very much in winter. Coming to an island that's so bright and green and pink and alive and vibrant is just makes your heart sing, right? One of the things that I love about Callisto Crossing's islands and all of her builds, and I have to say, she was the person that taught me how to layer items. in the game. And so I never considered how to do that before, and I really respect the way that they decorate. And we have some beautiful lion dog statues here. We have some beautiful fencing leading us into the city center and some pots. And just the way that the plants are arranged, where we have all of the different sizing going from shortest in the front to tallest in the back, and we have a mix of items and flowers. I really respect how these items are put together. We also have a beautiful little wishing well right here, so we can wish all of our wishes. I don't even know where to go. I'm just gonna wander around. I know that we need to look at the map. I figure we will get there. I'm going to see if I can find the airport really quick, because we know I love to start at the airport. So let me zip over to the airport. Alrighty. Here we are at the airport. We have a beautiful green airport which matches the rest of the island so well. And the flag, I noticed it when I was waking up. We have this beautiful silhouetted mountainscape, and it's just gorgeous, so well done. All right, and we are gonna head back now the way we came, really. I just wanted to start in the airport area. I just love to do that. And another thing that I need to call out about Callisto Crossing is their incredible talent for terraforming. And that is another thing that I've learned from them from visiting their islands in the past, is just how beautiful these scapes are that she puts together. The art, I don't know what you call it, just the way that she arranges plants and items, it's a masterpiece. This is beautifully done. And I experience this every time I visit one of her islands. They're all just masterfully done, and I just love it. Another thing that we want to look at, the villagers' houses have also been decorated, and I haven't done that myself yet. Oh, Garlisle's online. Hi, Garlisle. I haven't decorated any of my villagers' houses yet. That is something that I want to do, so I'm very excited to see what that might look like. So we have a villager's house right here that I would like to pop in and say hello, and let's take a look. This is not lost on me, this beautiful archway. And we have some vines here, we have a rabbit, we have a stone statue. Again, more of this beautiful terraforming. We have lots of waterfalls. This is very reminiscent of Callisto Crossing's first island, Callisto. I just love visiting her islands. They are so beautiful. I just never get enough of them. All right, so let's pop in, say hello. Who is this? This is Dobby. Oh, great. I have context because I know what Dobby's house looks like. Let's see how he's been redecorated. All right, I really like this because this isn't too far off from the feel that you get from Dobby's normal house, except for I call it the conspiracy theory board that he has back here in this corner, but this is still very much the vibe that I get from Dobby. He's a little messy. He's, just a nice older gentleman, has some items, maybe a stack of papers, his little bed. I think this is put together really well and isn't too far off from how Dobby's house normally looks. So I love it. Alrighty, back at it. Let's continue to wander around this beautiful island, and there's always lots of places to sit. We have all these beautiful new items that we got with the 2.0 update. So we have these beautiful string lights that just nestle so nicely into the trees. We have two different size trees happening here. We have the full-grown trees and the trees that are in the foreground, I think had one more day until they were full grown. So it's so nice to create depth with the different size trees. Continuing along, we have lots of beautiful vines and more beautiful plants of all varying shapes and sizes, mixed in with different rocks and different statues. And I love seeing all the new 2.0 items like the scooter and the wheat and these archways and the moss. We have found ourselves at the Able Sisters. This is very lovely and tucked away. We have a beautiful little pond right in front of us. And I'm gonna just go forward a little bit. Something that Callisto Crossing does so well is making these spaces look just naturally there. Like, they don't seem planned, they are free formed, they are just beautiful. All of the different bridges, everything just goes and everything feels like it all belongs. We even have this little natural place where it's just beautiful. This little spot right here is just so gorgeous. And we see that all along the beach. We have just these little natural areas of different plants, different trees, and just different items all around. Back at the Able Sisters, we are using the storefront to change the, outside aesthetic of the Able Sisters, which I appreciate. I love the little storefront. I've been using it all throughout my island, as well as the stone walls. So again, we got some really great items with the 2.0 update, which is really, I think, bringing islands to life. Here we have our cemetery right off the side of the beach. It's so peaceful and beautiful, and we have some gyroids placed about to maybe bring a little bit of joy to such a solemn place. Just beautiful. And I love the usage of the path where it helps you just wind through. And we have been brought to the museum, again, using these archways to break up the outside of the museum with some of the lantern statues and a couple of the trees. Just breaking up the outside structure of the museum makes it look like a whole completely different building. And it looks like we have a couple pagodas here, which are very beautiful. Getting a closer look, it looks like we have a wall placed and just a lovely little place to sit. I'm going to use this opportunity to take a peek with our camera, because just seeing the silhouette of the bridge in the distance there, I could not help myself but to want to take a look through the camera lens. And I tell you what, having the camera updated has made touring islands, or just touring your own island, just so much more fun, and gives you even more realism than we had before, where we can sit and enjoy our creations from the first person perspective. All right, weaving back through beautiful, beautiful landscaping that has been done. So much care, just looking at all of the different bamboo and utilizing a lot of white flowers in this build as well. So we've been seeing lots of the white cosmos, the white mums, the green mums, and I feel like all of those play really nicely with the bright pink cherry blossoms trees that we have this time of year. Going up to the second level for the first time, this is a gorgeous bamboo forest. This is so dense. Look how densely packed all of these bamboo are planted. It's incredible. I'm going to take this opportunity to do another camera shot just to see how beautiful this island has been put together. And with all of these lanterns, this is incredible. I am going to go off to the left first, and I think we'll do this for a little bit in first person. I think that this is a really unique angle to show the island, and one that we don't often get in a tour. I haven't seen too many tours in the first person view. I could be wrong though, but it looks like we are coming across one of the houses that are located a little bit further downward. Before we do go investigate more, I'm just going to go back around, and I want to make sure that this just curls on itself, which it appears that it does, and I believe we found our first island representative's home. I want to check out the island representative's home. Again, just densely landscaped. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so the fun thing to note is that the island representative's house has 3 rooms decorated, and the others are going to be blocked off, which we can see here, which is totally fine. I love this already. It seems very warm and cozy. The furnishings are just beautifully placed, so very inviting. I love it, and I love the usage of the different walls to cover the doors. We have some gyroids greeting us as we came in. I'm not going to spend too much time in the house, but I do want to see the different rooms. Upstairs, we have maybe an onsen or just a spa area, which seems to overlook the ocean. It's so beautiful. Seeing an image like this just makes me feel like I'm on vacation in a very tropical land where it's very warm and humid. And I love the use of the gyroids. Yet again, another item in the update that I think brings a lot of joy and a lot of depth to our builds. So it's really good to see them. And then we're going to head on down to the last room, which I believe is the basement. All right, in the basement, it looks like we have landed in the library, and I cannot believe that there is the flower. What is that? The flower. It's not a pagoda, is it? It's like a trellis. The flower trellis is placed here in the center, and we have bookcases all around it to look like we have flowers growing on top of all of the bookcases. That is so pretty and so unique. I love it. This is great. I do hear a little gyroid squeaking somewhere in this room. My guess is that he's probably behind the bookshelf because I don't see him as I look around. So this is so beautifully done. But let's get back outside and keep walking. Alrighty, that was our first island representative home. I'm so glad that we came back this way. I almost missed it. And I'm going to keep going off to the right to take a look, and just, again, beautiful terraforming, beautiful landscaping. We have vines, which I think are great because it helps us get around the island, and we have a lovely little bench to sit in. Out here, we have the introduction of more baobab trees, which look so nice, silhouetted against the 5 a.m. sky. I love this time of day. It's so beautiful. And it looks like we have a ladder going down, but I don't want to go down just yet. I do want to go back to the other side before we took the fork to visit the island representative's house and make sure that we don't miss anything over here. Ah, yes, more beautiful terraforming and landscaping. It's just so gorgeous. I can see off in the distance beyond the waterfall that there is some rocks and a log bench down there. I'm not sure if we'll get down there. There's just so many details in Callisto Crossing's builds that you always have to keep an eye out because she's full of surprises. And there's always these little hidden gems that you don't want to miss. Let's go back over and check out the right side of the island. All right, come down the ladder. We have... I can't describe how beautiful this waterscaping is, but we have stumbled upon the secret beach, which has a baobab tree. We have another little bench to sit on. It's really just breathtaking to look at an image like this. We have the beautiful 5 a.m. sky. The sun is just about to come up. Baobab trees. We have a beautiful vase here, a little puddle on the ground, and in the foreground we have a beautiful pink tree and cherry blossoms floating through the sky. It's so dreamy here and so beautiful. I wish I could live on Callisto Crossing's creations because all three of her islands are just equally as beautiful, and you get so swept away in this wonderful world that she creates, and I love visiting them. I hope that she has a million more islands that we can visit and enjoy because her talents are far greater than mine, and I just truly love being on her islands and in her world and see how she sees the world and wants to experience it, and it's so beautiful. We've found ourselves on the other side of resident services, so we have not gone very far, and it looks like we have a musical stage. We have some beautiful pillows for us to sit on to enjoy the music, and just the placement of the instruments and the creation of the stage. It's just, I can hear the music now. It's mesmerizing. All right, heading back over, we have more storefronts with some beautiful panels that make it a little bit less like Wild West and gives it a little bit more of like a tea house feel. I almost want to say they look like, hedge mazes, but they're not a maze. I want to say potentially that this is the tea farm, which, if that is the tea farm, this very much looks like a tea farm, and it's so creative. And I love the items in the middle of the tea farm. Beautiful. I just cannot get enough. And oh, what's this over here? We have more of the archways and another beautifully beautifully landscaped, I don't know what to call this. Is it like a garden? Is it like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call these little manicured landscaped areas, but again, another beautifully landscaped area. More pagodas. They look so beautiful. Gives the appearance of more houses being here. And another beautiful bridge and another beautiful waterfall. And of course, if I know Callisto Crossing and the way she creates waterfalls and bridges, that it's a beautiful photo opportunity. And then, of course, getting a little look-see in the first person. All right, and heading back, it looks like we've made it back to resident services, so I'm going to keep going over and go back across the bridge. I want to make it to the right side of the island. This is my problem. Whenever I come to Callisto Crossings Islands, I get so wrapped up in just wandering around that I zigzag back and forth. It looks like we have one of my favorite items, the jail bars, lining the side here. And oh, this is where Nook's Cranny is. I did not pay attention that Nook's Cranny is on the beach, and I think that that is a great place for it to be. It looks like we have the dock and all of the little items that you might bring in to shore and go straight into Nook's Cranny. It looks so cute, and the little tiny palm trees, I really love it. And the little boat. I think this is a great little seaside shack shopping area. I don't know what to call it, like a little market. It looks so cute there. I love the shops on the beaches. I think that they always look so cute. And again, we have another baobab tree. And going up, we have, oh, that's what the jail bars are. We have this beautiful little lookout spot where we can see, it looks like a little Zen garden, and it looks like the lines in the garden are rainbow, and they are so beautiful the way they wave around, and we have different rocks and different bushes out there, and we can just go back down and around and go through the pagodas back the way we were. But I'm going to continue off towards the right through the pagodas there and spend some more time off on the beach. We do have all of these little spots just dotted around the beach. Is really hard. I love a beach that is fully decorated, but I also really love a beach that has just little areas like this that make them very special when you find them. And they look so natural that they just have been there all along. And it looks like we may have found an island representative. Yep, we did. This is Aki. I hope you enjoy your visit. Thank you, Aki. I love it. I can attempt to take a photo with her. I'm never good at this. She's so pretty. Wait, Aki, come back. Oh, this is me being bad at pictures again. Okay, well, we got a couple. That's good. All right, back to the tour. Let's keep going. Let's see what we can see. We have another little area with another pagoda. Look at that. Not disappointing at all. Very beautiful. All of these landscapes are just so gorgeous. I kind of want to go back to Callisto Crossing's other islands just to take photos in the first person view, because I tell you what, this upgrade to the camera has really just changed the game. Pun intended, has made it a completely different game and so enjoyable. It looks like there's a little way to climb up here. And if I know one thing about Callisto Crossing builds, and I've probably said this already, but if they give you an opportunity to climb up a place and take a picture, you take the opportunity to climb up and take a picture. So let's take a look at that. Wow. So this must be the castle area that I've heard about. So let's go get a closer look. We have a couple bridges that look like they'll take us there. Again, just enjoy the beautiful terraforming that we have. We are spoiled by beautiful terraforming. And then this area, again, just so creative. I just don't understand. And let me see if we can get a better view of the castle. This castle area is just so beautiful, and it's so large. You can't even get the whole thing in view. It's just so wonderful. I'm not sure if there's a way we can actually get up there to see it, but it is so pretty and so big. It's like a little overwhelming how beautiful it is. And looking out from the castle, we have what I recall being the secret beach area. So I'm going to start making my way back towards the left side of the island. Since we've zigzagged back and forth, this is what it's like to experience Callisto Crossing's islands. You just travel back and forth because you weave your way through it, and it's so whimsical. It's like a dream. You don't even know how you get one place or the other, and it's just so much fun to explore her islands and just see the beautiful sights. Alrighty, so we have crossed the bridge and we are behind the museum, and there's this beautiful depression here where another gorgeous waterfall, another beautiful landscape is just in front of us. So many vines, so many rocks, so many different plants. We have looks like a pagoda up in the upper left-hand corner of the map. Again, cherry blossoms just floating down. We look out to a beautiful waterfall, and again, just a jungle of plants, and it is so beautiful to just look here. I'm convinced that you can just wander around this island forever and see continually new things. The terraforming is just so beautiful on all of Callisto Crossing's islands. She really does have an eye for the design of islands, and it shows in all of her creations. And of all three of her islands, you just see this progression of skill, which is so amazing to see. All right, back to the front of the beach, we have the bath area, and these items are just so fun. So we have this beautiful little bath spot located in between the river, and it's just so peaceful and serene. We have one of the bridges. Oh, this is where the airport is. So if you wanted to, you can get right off the plane and have a good soak with, I don't know, pears, apples. I'm not really sure what these are. I change them in my own mind every time I see them. Today, they're pears. Have a nice little bath with a pear. Alrighty, I think that we have explored the whole island. Of course, I've probably missed something because it is so vast and winding. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if there was something that I missed, but this island is so big and so beautiful. It bears being visited again and again and again. The terraforming is gorgeous. It's just everything and anything you'd ever want it to be. Thank you so much for joining me today on this island tour of Tsundoku. I especially want to thank Callisto Crossing for allowing me to tour a third island that she's created. They get more and more beautiful every time you release a dream address, and I am honored to be able to tour your island and share my adventures with the world. So thank you again. I cannot encourage everyone else enough to come and visit this island yourself. It is absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. The photography that you will be able to capture is just amazing. And if you do come to Tsundoku, please make sure that if you do take any photos and post them, that you tag Callisto Crossing. Their Instagram will be listed down below. Please give them a follow. You probably already do follow them. You've probably seen their islands shared all around on Instagram. But again, thank you everyone so much for watching this video, joining me on this adventure, please be sure to thumbs up this video and consider giving me a follow. It really does help my channel. And if you like Animal Crossing videos, I post a new video every Saturday. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!